After many years of dreaming, it's finally happening.
We are building our very own camper.
This dream began 7 years ago when we traveled across New Zealand. We slept in just a car. It was super simple, but it was the best trip ever. That trip started Mira her dream of building her own camper and my love for making videos. A few years ago, we tried to start with a small van and a rooftop tent, but we faced some, let's say, problems.
It wasn't the right time for us.
Now we saved enough money and bought a Renault Traffic. Over the next few months, we are going to turn this car into
a 5-star hotel on wheels.
Or let's say we'll give it our best try. Stay tuned as we turn this vision into reality. And moreover, learn from our mistakes.
Welcome to our future camper van. I will show you around. From here you will step inside into our grand living room. So the idea is that here comes a couch. And that couch you can make flat into a bed. The grand kitchen with cooking island will be here. So of course this bus is not really high, but we have a solution for that. This will all come out and we will put a bed on top of this camper van. I cannot really imagine it now, but in a few weeks we are able to sleep on top of here.
In the last months we have built every weekend, and there are many more weekends to come. Because this is the list of all the tasks we have to do. First things first, taking out the dividing wall in the van. It was not difficult, but for some reason Mira thought that the whole van would break down.
Oh! Ah!
Second mission, giving our future hotel on wheels to the garage for a makeover. Bye bye auto. We said goodbye and had to wait one long month for the final results. 1 month later. And there it is, our beautiful car grown up, ready to become a camper. Well, from the outside you can't really tell what has changed. Let's give you our first official tour.
We got our van back from the camper builder and I will show you what the camper builder did. We didn't do this. I wish we were able to do this, but we cannot. So we got the couch. We got the couch what can convert into a bed. And I want to show you something else. We'll get better in this. Ah! Why is it so dark here? And we got an extra bed. So we have place for 4 people to sleep in this van. And now it's the first time I'm going up here. And I think I have to go from this seat. Ugh. So this is the bed. This bed is not that wide. I think it's a maximum 120 wide. Our plan is that Adi would sleep up here and I would sleep down there. So that we both have like a spacious room to sleep, so that will be super comfortable. Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah, see that you can also sleep in it like this.
How long is it?
I think 190. I have seen on a lot of YouTube videos they make builds and you think, oh, we are also going to do that. But then it turned out that these people were 160, you know, so they build it completely different. So instead of the whole roof coming up, you can fold part of the roof. And you think, why is that super handy? Because you can put a lot of storage up here. Like if you're not sleeping there yet, just throughout the day, and the thing is up, you can put all your big bags and your pillows. You can just put it there. Like this is storage. That's so amazing. And here we can stand and cook. Oh, we are so excited to start building. We do our build in a completely different order than all the other people do. We will explain you everything why we're doing that. And now let's start.
Let me tell you, building a camper as complete beginners isn't easy. The first weeks were mostly filled with planning, measuring again, planning, and in the end we still didn't know if it would work out.
How are we going to make it? Worst nightmare happens. The floor is wet. Wood is destroyed.
My first tip to all of you, don't overthink. Stop planning and just start building.
We're getting some wood and this is our first visit to the Bouwmarkt, building market.
So yes, that's what we did, and we made our first trip to the hardware store to get some wood. We didn't know yet that there are special wood places, so we got the most expensive wood out there. First adventure!
Huh?
And now it's finally time for some action.
Ah, no. Shit.
This This is the Bluetti AC200 Max, a power station for all of your electricity needs, and perfect for your self-built camper van, because
we are electricity newbies and we also have a fear of electricity, so this was the best solution. And besides, we also believe that a power bank is a way safer solution than crafting your own electricity supply, because you don't want to have all your hard work going up in flames. And we needed something strong, super strong, because one of us, he really loves his gadgets.
And luckily, the Bluetti AC200 Max has 15 outlet options. First 4 are the AC outlets, and next to that, we have 2 USB-A, another 2 USB-A, and 100-watt USB-C charging. And we also have 4 DC outputs, and the coolest of all, we have 2 15 watts wireless charging. But now you might be wondering, how do we charge this when we are on the road? The first one is the AC outlet. So this we can obviously plug into any camper spot, and that would charge my Bluetti. The second one is the 12-volt adapter in the car. You know, the cigarette sockets that can charge this as well. And the third one with the solar panels. We have got the Bluetti 200-watt solar panel, and now it is nice and sunny today. The sky is super clear, and it is giving 176 watts input, which is almost 90%. And the solar panels, they are super handy to carry, and because how lean and compact Bluetti solar panel becomes, you can store them anywhere in your camper van. If you want to know more about the Bluetti AC200 Max and the solar panels, then check out the link in the description.
Every fan build is different, because instead of starting with insulation, taking the floor out, all that stuff what you normally see, we start with building a box. And the reason for that is simply because we cannot start with the insulation yet, because it's too cold. You cannot put insulation, or the one we want to put, if it's around 0 degrees. What is now, it's too cold. And this box will carry the power bank. A lot of thinking, but we think we have the perfect idea, and we'll show you now if it will succeed or not.
We also have the sofa bed, which extends out. So we have to make sure that all the measurements are taken with the bed extended out. It's a lot of thinking, because if you mess it up, you have to buy another $100 of wood. Yeah. Crazy.
So scary, eh? Like you think about this for weeks, and then at the point you really have to start making decisions, it's really scary.
And this thing has to slide out. This is inside the box, and then we slide it out, put it in our house.
If we don't use the fan as a camper.
Yeah, because it's 30 kilos, almost 30 kilos to be just leaving it in the van. Yeah. And it's also expensive, so you don't want to just leave it in the van. And what if it gets stolen?
We have measured the first part of the box, but then it was like here, millimeter less. And I thought, oh, you will be fine. But then I thought, no, it won't be fine. Because if you have just a little bit of weirdness in this box, like it's not long enough everywhere, the slider will also go with like...
It just wouldn't go in.
It just would go. So tricky, this woodwork.
A few moments later.
What's happening, Adi?
The rails now, it's not going all the way in. Before making our first cut, we got a demonstration of how to cut wood. This doesn't mean we won't make mistakes anymore.
To the table!
Oh shit!
You're doing all on each here.
So this is the table. But it was a great beginner woodworker lesson.
Wood is all cut, you think, oh, almost there. And no, then we have to start the pocket holes. I think there will be another 2 hours. I've seen a lot of videos about fan build, and they always say everything takes double the time. And I was like, no, not for us. For us, it will be quick and smooth. Until now, it goes really smooth. Quick, not really, but it's really fun.
You want to zoom in?
Yeah.
But someone has to hold the wood.
Yeah.
The moment of truth.
Wait, the first pocket hole, Adi.
First pocket hole of my life.
Oh, it looks really cool.
You see? Let's talk about pocket holes. An essential concept if you start working with wood. This is the pocket hole machine, the best investment we made. With this machine, you can drill pocket holes that helps you to join 2 woods strong together. First, you have to drill the hole in the wood at an angle, and then you join the woods together, and with special pocket hole screws, you connect them. Easy peasy. And finally, after hours, we were done building this box. At least that's what we thought.
What's happening, Adi?
The rails now, it's not going all the way in.
It's broken. Imagine after
But I think
5, 6, 7 hours of building,
this should go
the
in here.
railing breaks on us.
It's not broken.
Not yet. It's not broken. It's just a little challenge to overcome.
If I, maybe it's because we took some wrong measurements, but let's try.
Deze gaat nou helemaal weg.
Yeah.
Wacht, we moeten denken, ja?
Yeah, now I think it's close.
Nee, die.
Ja,
Dat laatste railtje.
We fixed
Oh.
it. So now we just never take it out again. It's finished. But our goal was that it's also strong enough to be able to sit on it. But I'm a bit afraid. What if I break it?
No, you wouldn't.
Imagine.
Oh, I hear some sounds.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Maybe lift off your legs. Yeah.
No, it's strong. But oh, it's so scary. If you make something yourself, I don't know, it's just nerve-wracking.
Good that we didn't make the couches by yourself.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of building this box was slide it out so Mira can sit here.
No. Or a power bank is going to sit there.
Let's see. So this power bank is also lighting up the lights. So
Yeah, it's
I'll just
amazing.
go with the cables. Hold it right.
Oh, wait, I have to hold it here. Normally this will be, of course, tied to the floor of the camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also got a heavy duty slider. We plug everything in and we slide it in. Slide in.
Our
Slide in.
first ever build. We've never done anything, with wood. In the back we kept this open because the inputs, to charge the power bank is here. And there's also this thing to let all the air out.
The
There's
fans.
The fans, there's a lot of space. And this will be in the kitchen, so you won't see this area. The only area you see is this. Of course, I'm going to paint it to make it super pretty, make a super nice front. But we did it. We did it, yeah.
With that little achievement, we thought we could do everything. So let's continue to the scariest part of this build.
Putting this electricity point from outside, in the van. So that means that we have to drill a hole in the van. We got a piece of wood. This comes inside the fan. Then this one comes through the fan on top of this. So now we have to draw this. And we're going to cut that out in this piece of wood. And then the magic will happen. Oh, Jezus! You see, it fits, the electricity points. And what we are doing now is we put this on the inside. Like here is where it has to come, but then of course from the outside. But then we drill a hole in the middle from the inside so that on the outside we can draw it. And you might be thinking, why do we put this wood? But that's because you get a bit more strength in the whole structure. Otherwise you're pulling in the metal and then this metal is not strong. If you've pulled too hard, there's a bump in it. And I think this would work fine.
This is our first drill in the van, and I'm hoping that if I drill it, it's not going.
Concentrate, Adi.
Yeah.
Oh, I was filming at the wrong place. Now the real game starts. So, do you think this is the top, like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it straight?
If this goes wrong, then we're screwed. Yeah.
It must be really sharp, right?
Yeah. So now maybe we can try to see if it fits in.
Yeah, so what did you learn from this, Adi?
Always wear glasses.
Yeah. I think I have to fell. Perfect. Does it go up and down?
Yeah, a little bit. After the successful cut, we made the edges smoother, put some anti-rust, and glued the power socket in the van.
Yeah. Oh ja. Oh, dan gaat het wel.
2 hours later.
Mag iets meer.
Oh, het moet wel een beetje.
We were plug ready. And Mira's father also did the electricity.
People can drill this hole and stuff, but connecting these wires, that's a whole different skill. Luckily my father can do that, but that's they don't show that on YouTube.
You might be thinking, what is this black box?
We got the coolest camper sink out there, and now I just have to make it work. And I thought it was really simple, but look at this.
So usually I've seen such a big jerry cans from people, and our jerry cans.
I think it's the cutest thing ever.
It's
So
gonna last for
cute.
maybe one
what's
face wash. It's very simple, or at least it should have been.
3 hours later, really, they have an instruction video on YouTube on how to build it. I feel like contacting them and ask them if we can make a better new one. It's really frustrating, but it's here. We didn't test it yet. I put some
So-
water in.
And how this works is that you press this pump, the water goes, and it should go in the dirty one, and the water is coming from the fresh one. So we did all the things. You wanna do
We
it?
pump together first time.
But the tap has to be on.
No, but first we pump a little bit. Now it comes in the tap.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I hear it. Yeah, should I do it?
Yeah.
It's really a good quality tap. It's not plastic, it's metal. No, you can stop pumping, I think. Oh.
Oh, no.
No, we did something wrong then, maybe.
Yes, we definitely did something wrong.
He said something you have to do here.
Oh, really?
Oh, maybe you have to open
Wait,
this.
not too much?
Oh. Is it good in the water tank? What if that's what we did wrong?
After an hour, we gave up, and we called our wild card and
Ja, hij staat iets van opgeschoven, of niet?
yeah?
Hoor je het water omhoog komen?
Oh, hij bouwt zelfs druk op.
The water is over.
And this is, you just have to keep pumping?
It's a good workout.
No, I think it's amazing. It's insulation day and we are going to insulate with Armaflex 19mm and 6mm. Yeah, let's do it. This is it. Oh. If there's one thing where I was the most uncertain about, it's insulation. Like there are so many opinions about insulation on the internet, and I collected all this information and I was still like, I don't know, like every step you can do, there is someone saying that it's the worst step you can ever do. So at one point I thought, okay, we just do it. Done. This is what we're going to do. I'm sure people will have comments about it. Tim Newby's building a camper.
So this has to go really good position.
Oh, you pull from that side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this will keep us warm in the winter.
The insulation was successful, but something we did after the insulation was, let's say, a good lesson.
Whoa! Now, wood is destroyed. That was also a bit dangerous.
Yeah. During the first months of our build, and probably also the coming months, there were a lot of ups and downs. Most of our precious time went to staring in the van for hours thinking of the greatest solutions and possible issues. Honestly, we kinda loved it. And now it's finally time to get some heat in this van. But there are things we just don't want to risk. One of them, the diesel heater. We hired an expert to do this job, and that was the best decision. With the diesel heater fixed, it was time to do something important.
Day 500 of our fan build. And we are finally building the kitchen. Slowly, I'm ordering everything what they sell on Temu. I'm sure you know it, it's amazing. You have to type in woodworking at Temu. Wow, so many cool stuff.
This looks like it's in the middle.
Yeah, super in the middle. So we spent 2 hours building this and now is the test if it's straight.
It goes like this, right?
Yeah. All this for washing our hands. Yeah. Kikkis, joh. Kikkis. Okay, now is the moment. Oh! Oh! It's perfect! Oh, waterpas.
Yeah.
Put this on top.
Okay.
Oh! Oh,
This
so
is one part of the kitchen. So here our power bank would come, the Blue AT power bank. If we have to wash our hand, this comes out. We toothbrush,
and then this
then
goes in.
it slides in.
The reason why we have this black box for our washing is because, first of all, it's the law in the Netherlands. In the law of the I will explain you once the law because it's mind-blowing.
So many.
So many rules, but they all make sense. So we stick ourselves to the rules. This one has to be in your living area. But the problem is, like, we mostly want to wash our hands outside, you know. We have a little fan. So if the weather is nice, well, it's all the time here in the Netherlands, you want to be outside. So this one we can take out as well. And then we can use and wash our hands and wash the vegetables outside and inside, which is every evening as well.
Did you say weather is all the time nice in Netherlands? And now it was time to build the rest of the kitchen. There's a crazy machine. What we're going to deal with now?
Oh, maybe I have a talent for this. So how do I go back?
This is just half of the furniture. After this, we have to build a big one, you know, that goes until the end of the van.
I think we should change our job, Sari.
I don't think anybody would hire us. You would hire yourself?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would hire myself.
Maybe we have to sell ourselves.
It's 3 mm. So these small wins were really boosting our confidence, giving us the freedom to think bigger. Of course, we make mistakes and did things twice. But still, it's amazing how quick you learn when you just start doing it, even if you are a complete beginner. It looks like it goes really straight.
Most important, does it fit? Oh.
It's a little bit small. It's really small. Mira is measuring again.
Yeah, it's precise.
How much is it?
Yeah, 43.15. Maybe 43.2 then.
What? I think the other part, Mira.
Oh. Oh.
It's a bit bigger.
Yeah, no, like this is what we... Ta-da! This is it.
So, moment of truth.
Oh, a bit too much extra, I think.
Almost.
It's tight now. A bit more. It's at least really tight.
That's good.
Maybe we can make it straight somehow.
Now that we are done with everything, it's time for pocket holes. So this is what are we going to do later. Just put these supports in between these wood. So I think we're just going to do one here and one here. So that's going to hold all of these structure together. So these pocket hole screws would just drill into these planks. And we'll also put these at the bottom of the structure. So that would keep it sturdy, I guess. After building half of our kitchen, we were excited to build more and more. But it's not just building, it's also overcoming many obstacles. Let's save that for the next week. Should be enough, right?
No, we have to wait a bit.